Hello flow friends, welcome to today's ladder flow to headstand. We'll be doing a flow that we'll be repeating 3 times and we'll add on movements until we land in our headstand today. We'll be getting started standing and then open your legs wide, feet pointing forwards. Make sure that you're really stable, pressing through the outside of your feet and engaging your glutes, and then inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, circle both arms back and around with the widest range possible. Inhale back up. Exhale around. Inhale up and around. 2 more. And switch direction. Inhale up. Exhale forward and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back up. And then exhale, we'll circle our whole body to our right with our arms. Swing around, but keep your legs as still as possible. Inhale back to the left and up. Exhale right and down. Inhale left and up. 2 more in this way. And then switch direction. Last one. Inhale back up. Exhale, release your hands. Well done. And then turn your body forwards towards the front of your mat. Bend through the front leg. Frame your foot and step back to plank. Inhale here. Really press the floor away. And then exhale, come into tabletop. Untuck your toes. Inhale, ground. Really make sure your wrists are under your shoulders. And we'll take some circles. So inhale, move to the left and forwards. And exhale, right and back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. 2 more. And then switch direction. Spread your fingers. This should be a really nice stretch for your wrists. Last one. Great. Then come back into a neutral position. We'll take some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Try and speed it up a little. Creating some energy through our movement. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Back to a neutral position. And then flip your hands so that your fingers are pointing back. And just lean forwards as much as it feels comfortable so that you feel a bit of a stretch in your wrist. And just move forwards and back, rocking back and forth by shifting your weight. Last breath here. Well done. And then flip your right palm down and hold on to your wrist with your left and try to rotate your elbow backwards. And breathe here. And then lower your elbow to come out of it. Push up with your left hand and we'll switch sides. So left palm facing up, hold your wrist with your right hand, rotate your elbow backwards. Breathe. And then lower the elbow, push up through your right hand and come back up. Well done. Tuck your toes and come back into that plank position. We'll inhale here and then exhale, move your body forward, shift the weight to the front. Come onto your toes and then lower your body with control. A beautiful Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way down, untuck your toes and then lift up your chest as you inhale to come into our Cobra. Breathe in. Exhale, come back down, tuck your toes, inhale here and push up, exhale into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This is our first one, so we'll stay here for 5 breaths and take any movement that feels nice to wake up our body Maybe walk the feet or bend both knees and extend. Really press the floor away. And lengthen through the spine. 2 more breaths. Then find stillness, and on your next inhale, reach your right leg all the way up to the sky. Keep your hips square. Exhale, knee to chest. Step through. Inhale, reach up. High lunge. Exhale, sink. Inhale, bring hands to heart center and twist to your right. Elbow comes to knee. Inhale, open up to the side. Perhaps gaze up. Option to open up your arms so that your left hand reaches to the mat for a nice twist. Reach up with each inhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale, gaze back down for balance and bring your hands back to heart center. Inhale here, and exhale, see if you can step your left foot forwards to come into our twisted chair. We'll stay here for 1 breath. Lower your hips. Exhale, untwist, reach up. Stay in the chair, you've got it. And exhale, Samastiti, come into a standing position. Well done. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, lift your left leg all the way up to the sky. Keep your hips square. Exhale, knee to chest. Step through. Inhale, lift up into high lunge. Exhale, sink. Inhale, bring hands to heart center. Twist, elbow meets knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale here, option to open your arms. Right hand reaches down to the mat. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Gaze up. Keep opening up through your shoulder and your chest to twist with each inhale. 1 more inhale, reach. Exhale, gaze back down for balance. Bring hands back to heart center. Stay in the twist. See if you can step to our chair. Staying here for a breath. Lower your hips a little bit further. Exhale, untwist, reach forwards. Tuck your pelvis in. And exhale, Samastiti, well done. Shake it out. And then inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, perhaps jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. That was round 1. Observe your body. How are you feeling? Are you warming up? 2 more breaths. Perhaps find stillness. And then on your next inhale, reach your right leg all the way up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, sink, bring hands to heart center. Twist. Inhale, open up. We'll stay here this time. And then exhale, step to twisted chair. Inhale, open up here. Exhale, untwist. Reach forwards. Exhale, bring hands back to heart center. Lower them all the way down in front of you and open your feet a little bit wider. Exhale, sink your hips down and we'll come into our crow pose. So really grab the mat, spread your fingers and then shift your weight forwards by lifting your hips and move forwards. So come onto your tippy toes. Gaze to the front and start to lift your feet off the mat. You can also lift one foot at a time if this is tricky. And then option to jump back into Chaturanga Dandasana or just step back. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. And exhale, Downward Facing Dog. We'll move straight to our left side. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, lift to high lunge. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, twist. Inhale here, open through the side. Exhale, step to twisted chair. Inhale here, twist. Exhale, untwist, reach forwards. Tuck your pelvis in. And then lower your hands all the way down. Open your feet. We'll come back to our crow. So maybe this time try to lift both feet. Shift your weight forwards to lift up and fly. Really gaze forwards. Perhaps try to extend your arms this time. Trying to come into crane. Really lift through your feet. And then exhale, jump into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Upward Facing Dog. And exhale, we'll come into Child's Pose to rest before our last flow. Rest your head on the ground. Take some breaths here. Lengthen through the spine. Imagine your hips are being pulled down and back, and your hands are being pulled to the front into the mat to really lengthen. Okay, when you're ready, we'll come back into our downward facing dog. Make sure you've got enough space in the front because we'll be coming into our headstand. So in our downward facing dog, we'll take a breath here, really lengthen, try to pull your heels down to the mat. And then inhale, right reaches up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale here, open through the right. Exhale, step to twisted chair. Inhale here. Exhale, untwist, reach forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your hands, come back into our position for crow. Spread your fingers, really make sure that they are about shoulder width apart, and then lift your hips coming back into crow pose. And see if you can lower down. Still press the floor away, but lower your head down towards the mat as far as you can. And perhaps it can come all the way down into a tripod. And then once you're here, we can stay here or try to lift your legs off your elbows, coming to a tucked headstand. And we'll stay here for this round. One more breath. And then bring them back down onto your elbows. Really crouch to bring them as far up as possible. And then try to lift your head back into crow. Press through the fingers. And exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. We'll move straight to our left. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open through the left. Exhale, come to twisted chair, Utkatasana. Inhale, open through the twist. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lower down into crow. So open up wider stance. Spread your fingers. Shift your weight forwards to lift up into our final crow. And try to lower down one more time into our headstand with control. Nice and slow. once you've got it, see if you can lift your legs off, and perhaps this time straighten them at the top into full headstand. Staying here for 3 breaths. Squeeze your glutes. And slowly lower back down. Bend the knees. Crouch to bring them back on top of your arms. Press through your fingers. Take a breath first to lift up into crow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Well done. Breathe here. Open your legs wide to feel a gentle stretch in your thighs and create a bit more space to sink into. Letting go of the tension in your muscles. Slow down your breath. And when you're ready, walk your hands towards your body. Come up, swing your legs around. Lay down on your back. We'll just take a gentle back bend into the bridge to counter our headstand. So bring your feet close towards you, palms facing down, and tuck your pelvis in, and then come up into bridge, pressing through your heels. Feel a nice stretch. And breathe here. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. And exhale, come back down. Bring both knees to your chest. Then extend your left and twist over to your left with your right leg. Arms can reach into a T shape, or perhaps you want to hold on to that right leg and gaze over your right. Inhale back up through center. And then bring your left knee close, extend your right, and twist over to your right. Gaze over your left. Inhale back through center. Bring both knees to chest. Give them a big squeeze. Hug your knees. Hug your legs. And exhale, let it all go to come into Savasana. Sink into your mat. Let your feet fall to the side. Spread your fingers. Take up space. And observe the sensations in your shoulder, your back. Your arms might be a little bit sore. Your neck. Let go of the tension. Slowly come back to your body. Start to take slow and small movements. toes, your fingers, your feet, your hands. Maybe take some circles. Perhaps one more big stretch. Reach your arms overhead and roll onto your side. Come into a fetal position. Take a moment here to reflect on the practice. And keep your eyes closed and come into any comfortable seated position. And place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in, fill the belly. And let it go. One more inhale, fill the belly. And let it all go. Release your hands. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for flowing with me through this ladder flow to headstand. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. This was a challenging one, so make sure to come back and try again. I'll see you again next time. Bye! How are you feeling after this practice? Please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this flow, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel to make sure that you don't miss the next one. I'll see you in a week.